Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back. Today I wanted to make a quick video. I just been noticing, kind of watching different videos online and talking to younger people that, millennials, Gen Z, and especially Gen Alpha are just very fearful and anxious about the future of the world and specifically this country. And, basically making this video is I want to just tell you, first of all, that there's a lot of hope and good things that are probably going to happen in this country in the future, and it will be okay. Uh, a good comparison when you're thinking that the housing prices are out of control and inflation and jobs are hard. Just keep in mind, and I'm sure boomers would agree with this, and think about the greatest generation. There's a reason they were in comparison to yourselves, and understand that basically those people had World War One, millions of people died. Spanish flu, millions of people died. Great Depression lasted for over 10 years, and finally capstone by World War II, where millions of people died. And then many of those went on for like 30 years, and those people made it through that adversity, but they got respect out of it too. So think about that, and the fact that things are not that bad at this point, and it'll all be okay. That being said, is there are cyclical things in our economy that I wish I would have understood better when I was in my 20s. Ultimately, is that we have this ballooning up that happens every 10 to 20 years cyclically, and things are just unbelievably expensive. And there's if you understand macroeconomics and microeconomics, there's supply and demand issues that go into that, where literally the pricing goes so far up that there's just the demand drops massively. Thus, you have a crash. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at. And so the best thing that you can do right now is to try to prepare yourself for that crash so that you're in a financial position to be able to take advantage of it. To be able to buy a house, have a job where it's something in demand, to where it's not going to affect you as much when there's a lot of layoffs and that kind of thing. So, a skill or whatever. So, the other thing too is that boomers, basically by 2034, we're going to start seeing a declining population. And so keep that in mind, that coming up to that, there's going to be a lot more houses for sale that way. The last time in '08 that we had the crash, basically, and I would research that, is that we had about a 20 to 50% haircut on housing prices at that point. And a lot of people couldn't afford a house prior to that. So anyway, keep these things in mind. Hopefully this resonates with you. God bless, and please like, subscribe, and share. So have a great day. Take care.